Ooh, what's up, Internet? My name is Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ariel Edwards.
You stay classy.
San Diego?
Santiago.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We get nerdy nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you. Hey guys, how's it going? It's, what day is it? It's the 2nd. It's Wednesday, December 2nd.
Yes, the 2nd of December. My favorite day of the year.
Wait, that's your favorite day of the year?
Well, every day's my favorite day of the year because every day is wonderful.
Wow,
yes.
that is fascinating.
You wake up, you have a cup of coffee, you take a dump, and then you go about living your life.
Yes, that is what my morning consists of.
Yes.
To a T.
Yes.
So we have for our live audience, we have Ron Burgundy here. David.
That's right. Yes.
Is doing other things, and
I believe he's just going for a walk.
Yeah.
Very lazy boy, that David.
Yeah, just
very
going for
lazy.
a very long
very
walk. The Broken Pirates has redeemed a moisture farm, which means you have to take a drink.
Oh, absolutely. I have my scotch. And if you're thinking, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Burgundy, as you should refer to me, it's 10 a.m. It's too early for scotch.
Well, then...
You're wrong.
You would be incorrect.
I don't understand these people who don't drink in the morning. How do you get over your hangover from the night before if you don't drink in the morning?
Well, you shouldn't always have a hangover from the night before.
You are funny.
Thank you.
You are quite funny.
I try.
That is comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Waking up without a hangover.
Actually.
How do you wake up if you don't have a hangover? Isn't the pounding headache the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning?
Nope, usually it's my alarm.
I have heard this word before.
Alarm?
Yes, I have heard the word before. Mm-hmm. Yes, I've never once used one, but I've heard the word.
I can't wait to show you later.
Are you implying that we're going to sleep next to each other?
Absolutely
Weird
not.
thing to say.
No.
I believe I've been told by your chat that you are married.
Yes, I am.
So I have to... Hands up. Be careful.
Yep, please, keep your hands where people can see them at all times.
Well, that's going to be hard, because I like... Okay.
You don't need to.
I don't know what to do with my hands now.
It was comedy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cutie Panda 2000 says, "Hello, nerdy. I was here yesterday from Meg's raid. How are you today?"
Well, David
What is a Meg raid?
Okay.
Wait, is the Meg... is that the movie with Jason Statham where he fights the giant shark? Because that was a good movie. That was a good film.
No. So Cutie Panda is part of another streamer's community, and that streamer brought their community over to our community yesterday, and so they were expecting to see Nerdy Nightly, David,
yes.
David is out for a long walk, and we are joined by Ron Burgundy for the news instead.
Because I'm a newsman, and when you need someone to read the news, you call Ron Burgundy.
Yep,
that's
and
right.
That's how it works.
I would also like to say that the reason I am here is because David reached out to me, all right, and he said, "Mr. Burgundy, you are the greatest newsman ever, and you are absolutely correct. Mellow the Bard, how dare you? How dare you attempt to shout out Wes Mantooth from the evening news on a program that I am on?"
It's okay. It's the internet. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
David reached out to me, and he said, "Ron, Mr. Burgundy." I allowed him to call me Ron after our initial talking. So.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, well, I do appreciate when another man calls me Ron. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gets me going in a way I can't explain.
I'm glad I know that.
He reached out to me and he said, "Mr. Burgundy, I'm raising money for Movember." Mm-hmm. And I said, "Why would you raise money for the month of November? Why would you do that? Very, very odd man." Mm-hmm. And then he said, "No, Movember is a charity for men's health. And if you know me, you know there's nothing I appreciate more than a healthy man."
Absolutely.
You know, there's nothing I appreciate more than a man with a thick musk who's just going about his life in a happy and healthy way. And he said, "Mr. Burgundy, if I raise $500 for this charity, will you appear on my morning show?" And I said, "You know, I would love to sit next to you on a couch and say that you raised $500 for charity. That would be exquisite." And he said, "Great, let's do it." And now he's not here.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry.
He raised the money. He got me into his apartment, and then he said, "I'm going to go for a long walk."
Yeah. He's, stuff to deal with.
What could possibly... This city is in lockdown. What could possibly... Technically,
gotta
he's
get those
violating
steps
his
in.
quarantine.
No, you gotta get those steps in.
Those steps. Yes, yes.
Do you have a Fitbit?
A Fitbit?
Yeah.
I am a Fitbit.
That's what I meant.
Cool.
So, we have some news, Ron. Do you want to share our first news topic?
Absolutely. Where's the teleprompter?
It's right there. Yeah.
Well, that is just... Oh, wow, that is reflective. That is just an image of me.
And
I am an attractive... Gosh, I am attractive.
Turn it on.
To be honest, I'm amazed that your camera can handle how attractive I am.
It's a very high-tech camera.
A high-tech camera. It's so small. The cameras I'm used to working with are very large. The playmat wants to know if there's whiskey in this coffee. There is not, but I do have scotch.
Yep.
Scotch.
All right, there's your
It's always
teleprompter.
good. Fortnite. What is a Fortnite? Wow, this image is quite wild. Goes offline after players fight Galactus. Well, about half of those words were made up.
Yeah.
It appears that Fortnite Season 4 came to an end today with the Marvel supervillain Galactus. He's from the McCoo. That I was telling you about earlier, from the McCoo.
That's the one.
Arrived on Battle Royale Island. This game sounds insane. This is a video game.
Yes, it's called a video.
So it's like Pong.
Yes, exactly like
Okay.
Pong.
I understand now. I'm caught up.
Yeah.
And the game went offline. Apparently, this is the most popular game on the Twitch where we are now.
Yes, for some reason. I'm not really sure. The chat would like you to drink.
Oh, absolutely. I will always drink.
Great.
But it looks like, even after release, many years ago,
Yes.
Fortnite is Chapter 2, Season 4 brought Twitch to its knees. The poor service could not handle how many people showed up to watch the fight against Galactus, and it stopped working for several hours.
Wow.
Yes, very concerning. People were unable to log in. They were unable to use their biddies. They were unable to see alerts. There were no alerts. I've seen many alerts today. They seem very fun.
They are very fun.
Yes, lots of coffee. Not a lot of scotch. If I could make one suggestion, I would recommend having more scotch in your alerts.
I'm gonna go take notes later on that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, you could take them now if you had paper.
Yes.
If this was a professional set, you would have a disc, and then you would have paper, and you could write down your little notes.
Yeah, no,
like I do
it's
when I
an
do the
amateur
news.
set, so I
Amateur?
Yeah.
Well, I can't be a part of an amateur production.
But I mean, you're already here, so.
Fair, let's finish the news. How do you feel about Fortnite?
Well, I have never played Fortnite.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you consider playing Fortnite now?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, well, Fortnite is what we call a, is it?
Be very careful what you say next.
No.
I feel like you could piss off a very large
No.
section of the internet with the following statements.
Fortnite is a first-person shooter. It's under that classification, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe that it is the one with the guns.
Yeah, and I am very bad at those kind of games, which is why I don't play
talent.
Fortnite.
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever played Fortnite?
I have actually. Yes. I was a part of another charity thing many moons ago, and they asked me if I would play the Fortnite, and I did not lose a round. I was quite good. Yes, I have the reflexes of an Egyptian cheetah.
Wow,
Yes.
I did not know that cheetahs lived in Egypt.
Yes, they do.
That is fascinating.
Yes, that is an absolutely true story.
Well, how was your experience playing Fortnite?
It's a very good game. It's well made, and it's not for me.
Okay.
But it is for somebody, and for the people it's for, it is definitely for them. Although, I might be trying out this new Fortnite season, because a good friend of mine is going to be appearing.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm very close with the Mandalorian. I don't know if you know this.
Wow.
But he and I we're good friends. Anonymous. An anonymous cheerer just gave us 2,000 biddies.
That is
more than
so thank you, Anonymous.
That is more than my little heart could possibly ever desire.
I think it's just because they're so excited to see you on the show.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's
yes. I'm assuming you never get biddies when I'm not here.
Almost never. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for helping me feel special.
You're welcome. I aim to please. You know. I am here for you to do the news.
To do the news. All right, do the news. I read a story, now you read a story. That's how it typically goes in my world.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need the teleprompter here. I don't... Sorry, I don't generally use this device.
Yes. So
yeah.
This is usually David's job.
This is usually David's job.
So this is going to be a very difficult show.
Yeah, yes it is. You know what? How about you just keep doing the news? You're really good at it. You're
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, I'm not.
That's another wish from you guys. Really want me to get drunk this morning? I'm gonna need more scotch. Is there an intern? Is there a production assistant who can go get me more scotch?
No, just me. And I can't leave because
I would be by myself, and who knows what would happen then.
Exactly.
I haven't been alone on the air since before Baxter was kicked off a bridge. It's a sad story, but it's true. He survived. He was all right. But a very mean biker man kicked my dog off of a bridge.
Yes, tragic.
And that was the first time Veronica Corningstone ever read the news. Mm-hmm. We almost broke up over it. We actually did break up over it for many, many months.
Wow.
Yes, but then she fell in a bear pit.
Fascinating.
Yes, and then we were in love from then on.
Wow. Were you in love before that?
Well, yes, we were, but we messed it up. Well, we both made mistakes.
Oh wow, that is very kind of you to take some responsibility for that.
I think Fantaxia might have been there when it happened. She just said exactly what I said on the phone to my good friend at the news station. The bad man punted Baxter.
Well,
I was in a glass case of emotion. Really, it was something.
I'm very glad.
Have you seen the documentary of my life, Anchorman?
Yes, actually, I watched it last night.
Oh, last night? Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
Well, it was fascinating.
Fascinating.
Yes, it was fascinating. I was riveted.
It's a well-made film.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Your life, the events in it seemed at some times wildly unbelievable, but it's just...
Wildly.
Yeah.
They could not happen to anyone but me.
Truly. Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah. It was an experience.
All right. What else is in the news today? Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio are doing a movie together. Good friends of mine. I've spent many a nights canoodling with Leonardo DiCaprio in a hammock. He is a cuddler. And they're going to be doing a sci-fi satire movie, Don't Look Up.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting, right? Because you don't think of Leonardo DiCaprio as being a person in a satire. He's not exactly a funny man.
I mean, I thought he was pretty funny in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, when he's playing a real scene, but he's not a comedian.
That is true. That is true.
But neither am I, so maybe I don't know much about comedy. My movie, Anchorman, is a very serious film about the news. It's a serious topic. So,
absolutely.
There's very few comedic beats in my life. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. I wish I was funnier.
Honestly, I think you're hilarious.
Oh, you're too kind. You are too kind. And I don't know what to do about it. That was a very sweet compliment.
You're welcome.
In other news, because we don't have an opinion on a movie that we don't know anything about.
Yep.
Warner Brothers is considering moving the Mortal Kombat film to HBO Max.
Really?
Yeah. This is fascinating news because I did not know they were making another Mortal Kombat movie.
I did not know they were doing that either.
Yes. I think this is very fun. I was a big fan of Mortal Kombat in the 90s. Mm-hmm. It is a fun movie. It's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. I
can't say I've ever seen it.
Really?
Yes.
You do a nerd news show and you seem to have not seen many nerd things.
Wow, I feel very called out right now.
I'm calling you out. That is what is happening.
You are not wrong. There are a lot of things that I have not seen.
Well, clearly.
Anyways, moving on.
So we're just moving on from that?
No, we can.
You don't want to talk about the fact that another major release is going from the theatrical release to streaming?
I mean,
and the implications of that for the industry at large?
Well, I didn't know they were making the movie, so I'm kind of just very confused by that.
What's confusing about it?
Have they filmed it already?
I believe it's finished. If they're
done.
Yes. Yes, the movie they're saying they're expecting the film calendar to remain fluid for the near future. Oh boy, is it ever.
Yes, it is.
You know, I got into a fist fight with COVID-19.
You did?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Wow.
It was quite something. It was quite something. It was a rowdy brawl.
Really?
Yes, we met outside of a Long John Silver's.
Oh,
I don't know if you know that. It is a fish restaurant. I was there for a nice little tuna fillet. Or a tuna fillet, as some people say.
Right.
And I walked outside and I saw coronavirus 19 just on the sidewalk. And I said, hey! 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 And then the fisticuffs began.
And Fantaxia in the chat would like to know if you won.
Oh, did I ever? I brought my two greatest weapons. Leroy and Jenkins.
Wow. And I'm sure that was a fight worthy of being televised. It's unfortunate.
It really should have been. It really should have been.
Camera.
The thing about the COVID is it has so many little arms sprouting out of it. So, you know, there was a lot of ducking. There was a lot of weaving. There was a lot of dodging. And then there was a right to the nose.
Right.
It doesn't really have a nose, but like if it was a face, where the nose would have been.
Right.
I got it right there.
And you just showed it who's boss.
Oh, did I ever. And then I pulled out my jazz flute and I put that little baby to sleep. I played him right to sleep. And he went... And he was out. Yes, it was quite exciting. The people on the street applauded. They really did. There was many claps.
I'm sure that there were.
Oh, yes.
Did you bring your jazz flute with you?
I did not. That costs extra. I do not do jazz flute for just $500.
Right. That is tragic.
In order for me to play jazz flute, you have to offer me a significant sum of money, or I have to be trying to charm a sweet lady. But now that I have my Veronica Corningstone, don't do that anymore.
I see.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit concerned that there's another movie that's going to just be going straight to HBO Max. That's does not bode well for theaters.
Ooh, what film is that?
Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Yes.
You're concerned about that.
Yes.
You didn't seem that concerned a minute ago, so.
I'm just
saying.
Enthralled by having a celebrity
It
on
must
the show.
It must be hard to do the news with your husband every day, and then suddenly one of the greatest news anchors in the history of mankind just shows up here.
I can't, I just am not myself.
Yes. Well, so you are concerned about Mortal Kombat going to HBO Max.
Yeah, I
am not, and here's why. I believe that this movie would make no money in theaters. In fact, I think it would probably lose money in theaters because you would have a few dopes like your husband who would be very excited to go see it. Mm-hmm. But the general public at large would be like, the first Mortal Kombat movie was 25 years ago and it wasn't very good, so I'm probably not going to see this one.
You know what? That is a very good point, Ron.
Thank you. Yeah. Even without a teleprompter.
You are still...
I'm still on it. Whip smart.
The news.
Whip smart. Mm-hmm. You know, the only muscle bigger than my brain is my right arm.
Wow.
Yes. Absolutely.
How often do you work out?
Oh, only 4 times a day.
Only 4? Okay.
Yes, only for 6 minutes at a time, but 4 times a day for 6 minutes.
Gotcha.
I work out for about, math is not my strong suit, 22 minutes. 24 minutes. 24 minutes a day.
Wow.
Yes.
Fascinating.
And I exclusively do bicep curls.
Only bicep?
Only bicep curls.
Okay, I see.
I lift 10-pound weights, and I do bicep curls for 6 straight minutes, 4 times a day. And that is my workout routine, and that is why I am so handsome.
Yes, it is.
The SAG-AFTRA health plan is facing a class action lawsuit after cuts to coverage.
Oh my goodness.
Iconic actor Ed Asner is helping a large group of actors sue the union that they're a part of, that I'm actually a part of as a member of SAG-AFTRA. Right. Because I have a radio show called the Ron Burgundy Podcast, which is technically under SAG-AFTRA's purview.
I see.
Yes, I am a member of SAG-AFTRA, and now we are suing because we are losing our health coverage because the fund has no money in COVID. It's a bad time to be in a actor broadcasters union health plan.
Yes.
There is no money there.
Wow. So how many people are suing?
It's unclear.
Okay.
It's not, there's no finite amount. It is a large group of people who are with SAG-AFTRA are saying, hey, you have messed up your fiduciary duty to the union members, and we are losing our coverage. And losing health coverage is not a good thing. Especially in a time when there is a pandemic going on. I don't know if you know about this, but despite my fist fight with the COVID, there is still a pandemic going on.
Oh my god. You mean you didn't defeat COVID?
I did not defeat COVID. No, you see, there's a little bit of COVID in all of us, really. And so we all have to deal with that.
Right.
Yes. I believe that's scientifically correct.
I'm sure that is grounded in science.
Oh,
yes.
Good. Oh,
yes.
good. The question at hand here is, as these health funds, like the Union Health Fund for SAG-AFTRA, or for Actors' Equity for those notorious stage actors, as they deplete their funds, do they have a responsibility to continue to provide coverage, even though they have no money coming in? There's no way for them to replenish their funds.
So do they have a sum of money set aside for this kind of thing?
It is quickly running out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That is tough. I mean, here's the thing. I think that if you are a member of that union, you're a member of it because, that coverage is an essential part of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
And losing that, is scary for a lot of people. But at the same time, if the union has no way to pay for it, I don't really know what they're would the union take out loans to try to cover that?
No, I don't think that there's enough. You wouldn't the amount of loan that you would have to take out would be unbelievable. It would be quite large. I think the problem at hand here is for Actors' Equity, it's very difficult. I understand why there is a difficulty there because there is no money coming in.
Yes.
There just isn't. There's no money coming in.
Yeah.
But for SAG-AFTRA, there is. And that's kind of the question. People are still making movies.
That's true. People are still making
Batman
things.
is being filmed. This Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence sci-fi satire we talked about a few minutes ago is currently being filmed.
Yeah.
This is happening. Yeah. There are films being made. And so it is weird that despite the fact that there's still films being made, the SAG-AFTRA health plan is being like, you know what? No more health coverage for actors. You guys can all go heal yourselves. Go to a Walgreens, get a first aid kit, and patch up your boo-boos.
Yeah. See, for most things, it doesn't really work like that. So I'm you know what? I definitely understand why they're suing. There's money coming in, and being part of that union, you should have access to those benefits that you pay for. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm interested to see where that goes.
Definitely interested to see where it goes because I'm at a loss. The American healthcare system is such a mess. I don't know what's going to happen. Dark Dispatch in the chat is saying, Ron, I'm sure you're rich. I am. I've made some good coin.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing the news.
Yeah. What does your house smell like?
My house smells like rich mahogany.
Wow.
Yes. Maybe you can donate to help them out. Yeah. I am rich, but I am not health insurance rich. I don't think you understand how much money you have to be a health insurance company. It is too much. Do I have many leather-bound books? Fantaxia, I have many leather-bound books. Yes. And because Veronica Gordonstone has really been a boon for me because she taught me that you can put those books on shelves. I did not know that. I had them all around my apartment in piles.
Wow.
And Veronica Gordonstone was like, if we just buy some very nice shelves. And I was like, can they be mahogany? They must be mahogany if they're going to be in my apartment. She said, yes. Ron, we can buy mahogany shelves. And I was like, well, that is just wonderful.
Great.
And so we bought those shelves.
I'm glad
and now,
it worked out.
Leather-bound books, as far as the eye can see. It's like the scene in The Lion King, where Mufasa and Simba are on top of the rock. And Mufasa goes, everything the light touches is your kingdom, or something like that. Yeah. It was James Earl Jones, a good friend of mine.
Oh, wow.
He said that into a microphone, yes. And that's what it's like in my apartment. Everywhere the light touches, there's a leather-bound book. And it's mine.
Wow.
Quite wonderful. Quite wonderful.
Do you know how many books you have?
No, I've never read any of them. I just have them.
Gotcha.
Yes. Okay. I've never read a book before.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I tried to read a Harry Potter book once. But then some young people told me that I shouldn't do that anymore, so I put it away. Grateful for a reason not to read a book.
Absolutely. Well, you should try reading one of those books. See if one of your leather-bound books. One of
my leather-bound books. To be quite honest, I've never opened them. I'm not sure they're real books. I don't know if there's words in them. They're just leather-bound and nice to look at.
Gotcha.
They make the apartment smell wonderful.
Right. It's about the aesthetic.
Joe Lurker wants to know, will we get to see a leather-bound Burgundy in the future? Not on Twitch. That is not TOS. Maybe on Chatterbait.
Yeah, that would be a significantly higher goal, I think.
Yes, next Movember.
Yeah.
How much money would I ask for that? And the answer is unclear. It depends on how well I am paying my rent on my very, very rich mahogany-bound apartment in a year.
Yes.
You know, there's not a lot of money in local news anymore. It's all network. It's all cable. It's all John Oliver doing his little Sunday night show. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yesterday, I believe it's called.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I did.
Excuse me. Ron, do we have any more news?
To be honest, I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm not. It is unclear.
It's unclear. Okay.
It is unclear. I thought that you were going to bring the news and I was going to bring the Ron Burgundy.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, I apologize. David did not communicate that.
In other news, Vikings. Do you watch Vikings?
I haven't watched Vikings, but I want to.
You see, David, your husband and I, we first met because I popped onto Twitch because I heard that there were Vikings and there were boobies in a video game together. And those are two of my favorite things. And so I was like, I'm going to check out this Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And it led me to realize there's a television show. Did you know that there's a television show named Vikings? And it's coming to an end at the end of this month.
Oh, wow.
But not where you would expect. The show Vikings was initially supposed to air on History Channel, where it has been airing for the past 5.5 seasons. But the final episodes will now air on Amazon Prime instead.
Interesting.
Yes, they will be on Amazon Prime on December 30th of this month. That's very soon.
That is very soon.
And then they will air on the History Channel at a later date next year. This is a new model of putting a show streaming first and then putting it on television after, in order to reduce the licensing fee for the television provider, who is struggling, because, who has cable anymore? Why do you think I'm appearing on an internet show? It's because my cable news job... Anyway... We got bought by Sinclair. It's very sad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes. Oh, Sinclair. They put weird things in the teleprompter.
Like?
Just this, whatever they want.
Oh.
The first 5.5 seasons are currently available on both Amazon Prime and Hulu, which is very confusing. Those are two different streaming services.
Yes.
And the final 10 episodes will only be on Amazon Prime. The sequel series to the show will be on Netflix. So you can watch my movie Anchorman on Netflix.
Yes, you can.
And then you can go watch the next series of Vikings, but not the current series of Vikings, because that's on Amazon Prime. So if you want to watch all of Vikings, you have to own 3 different streaming services.
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, so for most people, they only like to pay for 1 or 2 streaming services because there's just so much content on those services. You know, on Netflix, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of movies and shows.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there are. Including Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Exactly.
A true documentary about my life.
Yeah, exactly that. And most people don't have the time to watch everything on there.
Yes,
so, they're paying, but they can't actually watch everything. So to pay for more than one streaming service... a lot of people don't like to do that because they find that they have enough content on one. Although it seems as though streaming services are trying to get exclusive things that are very popular that people like to try and entice other people to sign up for more than one.
Oh, absolutely.
service.
Do you know how much money they paid me for Anchorman? Because they were like, you know what's going to get people on Netflix?
Ron Burgundy.
The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. People love documentaries. True documentaries that have not one fiction in them.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. I think the other thing that's very interesting about this move is the idea that someone would watch something on television after it's been available on a streaming service.
Yeah, I don't think that the network is going to get many people to watch that.
No.
I don't think that...
The history premiere is going to be bad ratings. Because it's not even clear when in 2021 it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's not going to be in January or February. So the idea is that this show will have been out for many months. Many, many months by the time that you can watch it on television.
Yeah, that...
It just seems like a weird move.
It is. Yeah. It does seem like a weird move for the company. I mean, it's a great move for Amazon.
Yes.
They get a lot more people... watching their content, but
Because from what I can tell, this show Vikings, which I have never seen an episode of, despite liking Vikings so much, I might watch the pilot today.
Well,
I might grab another scotch, cuddle up in bed by myself with my dog Baxter, of course. And Baxter is actually the oldest dog because he's still alive. He's like 72 years old.
wow.
Yes, we were born on the same day. And I think that Baxter and I might cuddle up with our retainers. And we might watch some Vikings.
That sounds lovely. Maybe David and I will also watch Vikings.
Well,
Yeah.
sounds like we're going to have similar evenings.
Yeah, possibly.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Fun bat. I'm starting to like this moisture farm thing. Because I like drinking.
I have noticed this. Yes.
Well, I finished my scotch, so now I'm just doing the coffee.
Well, scotch and coffee is a great combination.
You know it is. It really is. Scotch and coffee. I should start more mornings with scotch and coffee. Usually I just drink scotch.
Okay. You don't usually drink coffee?
Not until I get to work. I have my scotch at home and then I have my coffee at the office. When I get to the newsroom. I believe we are open to questions from your audience. I believe I agreed that I would answer questions from the audience. So this is a good point. Start dropping your questions in the chat if there's anything you would like to know about me, Ron Burgundy, or about Clarus. And I'll answer for her. It will be hilarious.
Oh, you're going to speak for me.
Well, no. I will just make up a lie that you will... It's comedy.
Right.
And David left me a note here. It said, when you get to this point in the show, please remember to move into the segment called Clarus Makes Up the News. So apparently you make up the news on this show.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot wait for this. I don't get to make up the news. I get to read the news. So the idea that one can just make up news.
Yeah. It's I'm honored. You know, it's a really special job. Not a lot of people are able
to make up the news.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, I cannot wait.
So the news for today is that in honor of you being on the show, actually, there is a local shelter in Toronto, and any puppies that are being born this month of December are going to be named either Baxter or Ron.
Well.
Yeah.
That feels very unfair to all the lady puppies.
Well, I mean...
Baxter is the manliest name I've ever heard.
Is it?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
You know what?
And there should only be one Ron.
You know,
there should only be one, and that should be Ron from Parks and Rec. Let's be honest. That Nick Offerman on Parks and Rec, there are a few men who I have mustache envy of, because I have a pretty darn good mustache. But that Nick Offerman, he is all kinds of man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
What about...
He's 80 pounds of man in a 60-pound sack.
I can't say I've ever heard that expression before. Wow, fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Ron Swanson. All right, in other... I believe we actually had a question. The Broken Pirate says, how does it feel to sit next to an elf princess? Are you a princess? Are you royalty?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, they let you be in public way less dressed than most royal families allow princesses.
Yeah. No, my
You
family,
are not wearing a dress right now. In fact, to be honest, you're not even quite wearing pants.
No, you're right. I am wearing shorts. You're not wrong.
All right.
I come from a very progressive place called Genovia. And I'm...
Genovia.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Princess. You have.
I have been to Genovia.
Wow.
Yes, I was
what
there
did you
for.
Think?
It is a country.
Yes, it is.
That most people have never heard of. It is hard to find on a map. If you pull out Google Maps and you search Genovia, even Google Maps, Siri, Cortana, all of them, Alexa.
Yeah.
What are the other ones? Google. I think the other one is just Google.
Yes. Yeah. You just Google.
Yeah.
But
They're all confused. They go, Genovia? What is this? What is this? The McCoo?
I know. It's wild, but I am technically royalty because I am the Princess of Genovia.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they let you come back. They let you come back to Canada.
Yeah. Oh, I do whatever I want.
Wow. That is quite an accomplishment. Because most royal families are pretty buttoned up. I don't know if you were watching The Crown on Netflix.
I haven't
but,
yet.
oh boy. Oh boy. Did you know that program is 100% fact?
Actually, I've heard otherwise.
Well, we're going to have to agree to disagree. Beat Bull Games asks, Beat Bull Games, why are you being so mean to those bulls, sir? Tell us your funniest moment from work. Well, Beat Bull Games, do I have a yarn to spin for you? There was one time. And please keep it together on your show, because this is quite a funny story, and I don't want... There was one time where I was sitting at the news desk, and Brick... Do you know who Brick is? My good friend Brick?
Yes, I saw the documentary.
He is the weatherman. And he was at the weather wall, and I was sitting at my desk. And, well, he said there is a 100% chance of showers. And I was like, 100%? That is very high. That is a 100% chance of showers. And I realized that I felt like I had to pee, if I'm going to be completely honest. And he said that, and then he started to make, rain noises with his mouth. Is the best way I could describe it.
How does one do that?
Just like, shh. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And I pissed myself at the news chair.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it was hilarious.
I'm sure.
We had to buy a new chair. It was an expensive chair too, because I will only sit on leather.
Oh, of course.
Yes, I will only sit. I put leather on the inside of my pants, so that right now I am currently sitting on leather.
Wow, that seems excessive.
Fantaxia says, what is your favorite form of exercise? Fantaxia, there's only one positive form of exercise, and that is sex. When I want good exercise, I have sex.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be jogging.
No. Veronica tried to get me jogging one time. Do you know what jogging is?
Yes.
You just run. And that's it.
Yeah.
You just run. That's not great.
I mean...
It's not fun.
A lot of people very, very much enjoy that.
I think those people are wrong.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, Fantaxia believes it's pronounced yogging with a soft J. That makes sense. You know, I have tried yogging, and it was an experience.
Well, I'm sorry that you did not enjoy that experience.
Broken Pirate says, how many times do you exercise a week? I believe I answered this earlier in the show, but I will say it again. I exercise 4 times a day for 6 minutes at a time, and that is my bicep curls.
Yes.
I curl 10 pounds to keep the guns appropriate for the gun show. You know, I want to make sure that I get that blue... When I show up to the gun show, I want to get the blue ribbon. And other than that, I have sex frequently with Veronica Corningstone, my sexy tigress. Yes. Kate Emily 5 wants to know what I'm running from. Well, Kate, if you really must know, it is from my childhood at the hands of my father. I'm running from it, and I will continue to run from it until the day that I die, because there are some wounds that don't heal.
Wow, that's very deep and emotional. Thank you for sharing.
I have a therapist now.
Wow.
Yes. I have a lady therapist, which is wild. I did not know that a woman could hold that kind of position. But Veronica has opened my eyes to many things.
Yes.
And she said that I have daddy issues, and that is why I surround myself with such attractive burly men. Because I am constantly seeking their approval, because I never got it from my father.
That makes a lot of sense, yes. Ron. I'm really glad that you are discovering yourself.
I am. I really am. Sometimes I touch my mustache and I'm like, that is a new hair. Didn't have that one yesterday. Are you all right there? Are you choking?
No, it's fine. Just something in my throat. I'm good.
So you are choking?
No.
If there's something in your throat,
it was a tickle.
You are choking.
It wasn't a physical object. It was a tickle. It's fine.
Someone was tickling the inside of your throat? That sounds wild. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Are we still doing the news?
Absolutely. Because we're professional news people.
Wow, Ron, your face matches your jacket. I like that you color coordinated. That was It's very forward thinking.
Okay. Do you still play the flute, Ron? I do. I play the jazz flute. I don't play the regular flute. I am not interested in playing no Ave Maria. But I do like to walk along a bass line and tickle the inside of that metal flute. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad you didn't bring it, but
well, you did not raise enough money for Movember for me to learn a jazz flute song for the show.
You know what? That is very understandable. You know, it's really a disappointment that I didn't get to see your performance from the documentary live. You know.
Foxley wants to know, what songs does Ron sing? There's only one song I really know all the words to.
Oh, really? What song is that?
Afternoon Delight. It is because it is the song that reminds me of what it means to be in love. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Well, would you like to give us a sample?
Not particularly.
No. Okay. Well, that's fair.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna get some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? Skyrockets take flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight.
Wow,
there you go.
That was beautiful.
I am out of liquids to put in my mouth.
I am sorry.
It's quite sad.
That is truly tragic.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at the people in the chat are loving my singing.
Yes, they
Don't I feel just fantastic?
That was beautiful.
You know, you're beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I hope your husband tells you that often, because it is very hard to sit next to you on this couch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. My pants are quite tight. And that is only because the sitting position. Well, yes, it is the leather insert of my pants.
That makes sense.
I did put a leather insert into the back of my pants, so I'm always sitting on leather. Wow. And now they don't quite fit right anymore.
Oh,
they were perfectly tailored before, and now just in the back part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I apologize, but
yeah, it's also quite sweaty. Leather does not breathe.
No.
No, it does not.
No.
Leather is impervious to air. Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah, leather is impervious. That is a scientific fact.
That is definitely how
I read that in one of my many, many leather-bound books.
I thought you didn't read any of your books.
You got me there.
You know what? You probably Googled it.
I'm sorry. I did not... what?
Like the search engine, Google.
I thought you meant that I was ogling at a woman's breasts.
I did not say that.
I did not do.
Oh.
No.
You've never done that?
Not once.
Not once. Wow.
Not without consent.
Classy man over here.
Very classy. I am all about consent.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the thing about being Ron Burgundy is that you don't really have to do things without consent, because you can charm women and be kind to them, and eventually they give you consent, and then you can do the things.
Yes, that's...
Yes.
Sometimes how that works.
Not for Ron Burgundy. That is always how that works. I don't do anything without consent, because consent is very important.
So you've never been turned down?
I've been turned down.
Oh, I see.
And then I stopped. Because when people say no, people stay. You say no to yourself.
Yes. That
I'm not saying that I have never been turned down. There was one lady one time who said no to Ron Burgundy.
Wow.
And there's lines that Ron Burgundy won't cross.
Well,
as beautiful as you are a married lady.
That is.
And I don't sleep with married ladies anymore.
I'm so proud of you. You know,
it was a big step.
Yeah.
The therapist really helped with that one. I'm still sad about it, but I do my best. I do my best.
Very proud of you.
Muddles40 says, you heard it here first, folks. Be classy when you Google things. I think the punctuation in there did not want me to say it that way, but it's made me say it that way.
I think you nailed it. I think that was absolutely perfect.
Jadar says, well, Clarice is technically a married lady. Go you. I am aware of her place as a married woman.
Yes.
And I am respecting that.
Thank you.
I think so. I think I'm doing a great job being respectful of you.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job with the news today.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
The nerd news is not quite like the real news, I will say.
Yeah, definitely less, traffic jams.
It definitely felt like we were unprepared for the news today.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think that went very well.
It happened.
It did. It definitely happened. Thank you, Shin.
Shin, thank you for that. Oh, no, I am out of liquids.
You are done. Yeah. Well, I think that's all the news for today.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Did
Let
David
me check.
leave you anything?
You be entertaining, and I'm going to check for more news.
Sure.
Oh, interesting news. Big news.
Oh, we have big news.
Yes. Hip-hop streaming platform Spinrilla found liable for users' copyright infringement. The Spinrilla is basically like Twitch for hip-hop.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So people stream dancing.
No. People stream their music.
Oh.
And they have a lot of copyright music on there. A lot of copyright music. And so the RIAA, the same group that is bringing all the DMCA strikes to Twitch, is suing Spinrilla, saying that they are not protected by the DMCA. There's a part of the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which says that a service like YouTube or like Twitch is not liable if somebody who publishes content on their platform is using copyright content. It basically puts a firewall up between Twitch and the content user, and it says that the content user is at fault, but Twitch is not. So legally, Twitch is safe when you put copyright content on their platform.
Right.
What is happening with Spinrilla is they're saying that because Spinrilla doesn't have the tools necessary to stop copyright content from going up, that it is 100% Spinrilla's fault that there were over 4,000 cases of DMCA strikes in the last month. And so, a judge has said that the RIAA can sue Spinrilla. And honestly, in my years of covering the news, this is the first time I've ever heard of a case actually going against the content home. Not the content providers, which would be the people who are putting the content up, but the actual service. So this is kind of big news.
Yes,
this is the first case I've seen of a content provider like Spinrilla, not like YouTube, obviously. YouTube has done quite a bit to make sure that they don't have to pay for things like this.
Yes.
But Spinrilla is going to be sued, and I am very curious to see how a platform like Twitch, which doesn't have the best policies for repeat offenders and stuff like that, how a platform like that is going to handle this news, and whether or not this is going to change how other platforms handle copyrighted material.
I'd never heard of Spinrilla.
I am actually a DJ on Spinrilla.
Wow.
Yes, you can hear the Ron Burgundy rap albums. All 17 of them are on Spinrilla now.
Amazing. Are you going to give us a sample?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because those 17 albums are 17 of the DMCA strikes.
Gotcha.
It's not actually me rapping. I just uploaded Eminem albums and said that it was me and made money off of them. Gotcha.
Yes. You're a true entrepreneur businessman.
You know, I made $10,000.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, I did not know that Spinrilla was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, so the users who were DMCA'd...
Yes.
They are suing?
No.
No.
No. The RIAA, the Recording Industry Artists Alliance, is suing the Spinrilla for saying that it does not have good enough practices to keep its copyrighted material off of its platform. And Spinrilla lost the case that was going to... Because Spinrilla made the argument that they were safe because of safe harbor laws.
Yeah.
And the judge said, no, you're not.
Right.
You are breaking the law. You're a little criminal. And we are going to make you pay for it.
Yeah, that does not bode well for other platforms like Twitch.
It does and it doesn't.
Well, it's good in the sense that I think we're going to see some changes to all of this. Because right now it's a hot mess.
I think what it does is it gives these other platforms a map, a sort of proverbial map to how to not fall into this same problem. And so Spinrilla is going to kind of be the martyr program for us to figure out exactly how to not have this happen in the future.
I mean, it sucks for them, but I think that's something that needs to be figured out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is also interesting. It comes on the heels of the Fortnite event yesterday, which was the biggest thing on Twitch.
Yes.
Huge moment on Twitch.
Yes.
Included a song that did not have appropriate copyright broadcast licensing attached to it, AC/DC's song that was in the Fortnite event. And so these streamers from yesterday's event, the biggest event on Twitch, could all be DMCA striked and have been told to delete their clips and VODs of the moment. The biggest moment on Twitch of the year.
Yeah.
True, probably the biggest event on Twitch this year.
Yes.
Other than maybe Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez's big Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Was a big DMCA strike for a bunch of creators.
Yeah. Wow.
This
Twitch did not plan for that very well
The
at all.
RIAA is going after everybody.
Yes.
They really are. They are like a cheetah in the African safari, in lion territory, just taking down lions. They used to only take down gazelles, but now they are taking down the lions.
Wow, this is fascinating.
It's a good metaphor.
I think you nailed that.
All right. That is all the news for today, I believe.
Wow.
What a show.
Well,
this was quite fun. I should come back.
Maybe
I should do this every
one
day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I will bring Veronica, so you don't have to be here. And we'll just do this show for you.
Wow, that's so generous of you.
You know, we'll give you all the money. But you'll get to sleep in. I know David has been saying he would love to sleep in.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Joe Lurker says, the biggest moment on Twitch this year was the appearance of Ron Burgundy on the nightly morning. You know what, Joe? I appreciate you saying that.
Yes. Yeah.
I really appreciate you saying that. I think that my appearance here has been a landmark moment.
Yes,
Twitch will never be the same.
Truly never. Yeah, I think this was thank you for agreeing to do this.
Thank you so much. This was fun, and thank you. You passed along my thanks to David for raising money for Movember, an incredible charity that absolutely deserved the support that you guys gave.
Yes. Well, I will definitely do that. I will be streaming later on Twitch playing some Dead by Daylight today.
Dead by Daylight?
Yes.
That sounds spooky.
It is a little spooky.
Ooh, I quite like spooks. Spooks are my friend.
Well, not mine. So it's going to be an interesting stream.
Absolutely. And I believe David is going to be streaming tonight.
Yes.
Playing Diablo 2, he told me.
Yes, he is.
What else did he say about it? He's playing with a man named Tommy, 4_ Tsunami.
That's the one.
Tommy Tsunami.
Yes.
Tommy Tsunami. What a name.
Yeah.
I've heard Tommy Tsunami is one of the few men on Earth with better guns than me. Tommy has a gun show.
Yes,
and the tickets are free.
Yeah, because he is on Twitch, and Twitch is
a free platform. That is what I was implying with my comment. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm glad we're
Oh, we are locked in. I have not felt this connected to a human since Veronica Corningstone and I made sweet love, and we went to Pleasure Town. We were going to Pleasure Town. There was a rainbow, and I did her on it.
Well, I'm very proud of you.
Kate Emily 5 wants to know what's in a name. Whether 'tis nobler. I'm not going to do Shakespeare right now because I am Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, I don't think Ron Burgundy has read Shakespeare.
You know, I have met Shakespeare.
You've met Shakespeare?
Yes. I was in a park, and there was a man, and he said, "My name is Shakespeare." And I was like, "Shakespeare died many years ago." And he said, "Well, yes, but I'm playing Shakespeare." And I am, and he said that the spirit of Shakespeare was flowing through him. So I really believe I was talking to the real Shakespeare. He was possessed by a ghost.
Wow.
That is right.
Wow,
it was quite something.
Amazing.
Yeah, so there's 2 streams today. There's going to be another one of these nightly, I won't be on it, but there'll be a nightly morning show tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, as well as every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, every day after that.
Yes,
that is so exciting. The fact that you do a daily show.
I mean, yes.
Is quite impressive.
5 days a week,
5 days a week.
Yep.
Have you thought about going to 7 days a week?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't either. I do Monday through Friday, and then Saturday there is somebody else. And then on Sunday, there is a show called 60 Minutes. It's quite good. If you want to know the news, and it's a Sunday, 60 Minutes.
Well, yes.
Scary Daydream also wants to know if I can play some jazz flute. You know what? Let's say this. If next Movember you are able to raise $2,000.
Oh.
A year from now, I will play jazz flute live on stream.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. You
Yes,
really
that
want
is the
jazz
price.
flute.
1 year from now, I might be back on this show playing jazz flute.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Me neither.
And with that, everyone, that is the news.
That is the news.
My name is Ron Burgundy.
I'm Arielle Edwards.
You stay classy, San Diego.
Bye.